Hello, and welcome to Podcast But Outside, episode 63.
This is the intro for the 63rd episode of our show.
This is our first interview with a stranger since... In person.
Since the quarantine started. We're really excited to release an episode that kind of a little bit goes back to our roots of our show, which is talking to freaks.
Yeah, a little bit different because it's only one stranger the whole time. Stick with it.
Yeah, this interview gets wilder and wilder as we get further on.
Yeah.
So
the deeper we dive with the questions, the
more crazy it gets.
The more it spirals.
So we really are proud of this interview with this guy. His name is Tony. He's a very interesting person. He tells really interesting stories. Are his stories all factual?
Probably not.
But that's for you to judge. This is the first time we met him.
Yeah, for you to judge and for us to say no.
Probably
not.
But he is very interesting and fun to talk to and a really nice, pleasant guy. We loved our time with him. We filmed this in Joshua Tree. We were out there for a few days, and this guy had been quarantined in his house for months, so we thought it was safe for him to talk to us.
Mm-hmm. We figured as long as we didn't make physical contact with him, it would be safe, but that quickly didn't happen.
Some physical contact is made in a very real way. So if you want to see some really great physical contact between one of the co-hosts of this show, the one whose name is Cole, and Tony, then watch the whole episode because things get very weird. All right. That's it for the... Oh, music is by the XO band.
XO band.
The XO. XO the band.
Okay.
XO. It's kind of a chill wave song, which is good. We have merch on our website. We have Patreon with bonus episodes if you want to help support our show. And we're happy to release this episode of Talking to a Stranger, and we hope to do more of it soon.
Yes.
Thanks for sticking with us, and God save the Queen.
God save the Queen. She's in trouble.
She really is. Bye.
Bye.
It's podcast, but outside. Coming to your screen or audio device.
Hello, and welcome to Podcast But Outside.
My name is Andrew.
And my name is Clunk.
And me and Clunk are here in Joshua Tree, California, in a beautiful, nice sunset time of the day. And we're recording an interesting kind of episode right now. We are staying here for a couple nights with my friend Andy Wood, who is a very funny comedian and podcaster and guy I've known for a long time. And he's been out here in Joshua Tree for months through the whole pandemic, just chilling out in the hot sun. And he invited us to come stay with him, and we recorded some episodes, and it's been very fun. And throughout this time here, he has been telling us stories about his neighbor.
Yeah, he has this neighbor who's this older gentleman, I think, 59?
I think, I would imagine older than that, personally. You think that 59 is older?
He said he was 59, and he's an older guy. Well, from his stories, he just seems old, because he's completely technologically inept.
But 59 is not old, I'm saying. 59 is young.
Older, I said. He's older than us. We're 50.
I know, but 59 is not old. Come
older.
On. All right, older. Okay. An older fart, and he lives next door. He has 11 Pitbulls, which my dog has been kind of, barking at and stuff. And, last night we had a situation that happened that was very funny.
Yeah. So apparently he doesn't have a phone, or his phone can't make calls.
It can only text.
It can only text, and he also can't see the text because his eyes are going, which of course is a young person problem, right, Andrew?
I'm just saying I agree that he's older, but I don't think 59 is old.
Okay. His eyes are going, and he couldn't... So, he only voices to text. He does voice to text on his iPhone. I think it's an iPhone 4.
And he texted Andy, and he said, Andy, can you order me a pizza from Papa John's? I can't call. And so Andy is a nice guy. Well, actually, first of all, we were in Joshua Tree National Park. Andy gets this text an hour and a half after he sent it. So when we leave the park, the service resumes, and we assume, oh, he already probably got his pizza some other way.
Right.
And Andy responds, he's like, hey, sorry, I just saw this. And then he responded, I'm hungry. Please get the pizza. What's his name again?
Tony.
Tony. His name's Tony. And anyway, then he proceeds to tell Andy his order. He's got some coupon or something. Andy calls Papa John's. It was maybe the most uncomfortable phone call I've ever heard in my entire life.
Because it was about 25 minutes long.
And the entire time, Andy's trying to order this guy's pizza. He's trying to get the promo code that he had, but then he said that it got thrown away.
Yeah.
And then he's telling them he's changing his order like 10 times with the woman on the phone. And then she rings it all up and she's like, it'll be $40. And he's like, oh, that's too expensive. His limit is $15, which is like, what sort of limit is that if you're trying to get a whole dinner of pizza?
It was basically Andy going back and forth via text with Tony while on the phone with the Papa John's lady.
And he kept apologizing, and Cole and I were in the car, and it was really insane. It was one of the funniest experiences. And so we've just heard all these stories about Tony, and then we're just thinking, well, should we just do a Tony-specific episode of the show?
Yeah.
He'd be the first stranger we've interviewed since the quarantine started. He doesn't have a car, and he can't go anywhere, so he hasn't left his house in months, so I think he doesn't have COVID-19. If anything, he's got COVID-59.
Yeah.
And, so we're just going to try and talk to Tony.
But first we're going to talk to Andy,
First we're going to talk to Andy. So everyone, round of applause for Andy Wood.
Hey, Andy. Thanks for letting us stay with you.
Thanks for yeah.
Andy has a nice 3-bedroom here, and we each have our own room.
It is true.
It's been strange and isolating the last 3 months being in it alone. So
yeah,
it's good to have you guys here. I've grown a weird mustache. It was a former COVID beard that became a mustache.
Yeah.
You got handlebars.
So Andy normally lives in LA, but he got this house right before the pandemic, and then has just been out here alone.
Yeah, I meant to have it ready to Airbnb by I bought it in the last week of February, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll come out here for a couple weeks, get it ready to go, and then I can Airbnb it by April. And then a week later, everything fell apart, and then I was just living here, and suddenly became a desert weirdo. And then the first week or two I was over here, Tony introduced himself and said he was a ninja.
What?
And he railed against the sort of pay-to-play belt system in most martial arts gyms, where if you just keep coming, eventually you get upped in belt color.
Regardless of skill?
Regardless of skill.
Okay.
Right.
So he's like a true ninja.
True ninja. And he doesn't like these, Johnny-come-lately
posers.
Weekend warrior ninjas. But yeah, he's an interesting character. And yeah, like you said, he lives with an older woman who I think he sort of helps take care of, and there are 11 pit bulls in the house behind mine.
How do you get 11?
I think it's a big thing in the desert to have. I think you'll hear, as the sun sets here, you'll hear a lot of dogs bark. People love pit bulls out here.
I mean, I have one pit bull, but that's
Right.
enough,
Yeah, I think it's just that it's sort of.
Is it for protection?
Yeah, the farther you are from civilization, I think the more you get into dogs and guns, probably. Just for.
But 11?
And we'll talk to him when he comes.
Does he have
down.
guns?
He has guns. I've gotten some interesting voicemails from him asking if I want to go shooting. I mean, I'm not against it, but I'm not a gun guy. But if someone else has the guns, I'll go shoot with them.
Okay, wait. So he takes care of an older woman,
but they don't have a car, so I've become sort of whenever I go to town, if he sees that if I'm going somewhere, I'll text him and ask if he needs dog food or human food. Or so we've formed this symbiotic relationship where his dogs and guns will watch over my property, and I'll help feed his dogs.
Where is it?
Guns.
So you have no neighbor. Where does he live though?
On that side.
On that side. Okay, because there's it looks like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, from these two angles, it's pretty.
And rumor has it you've been paying his bills.
Well, yeah. So he also doesn't. He doesn't have a bank account or credit card, I guess. So he'll have cash sometimes, and he'll bring over the bill and give me the cash, and then ask me to pay it online. But in the early days of COVID, when everyone thought surfaces were things, then I just kind of grab the couple $100 bills with something and put it in a drawer, let it sit for 2 weeks so the money can be quarantined. Yeah, and then now it's progressed to ordering pizzas. I don't know. I should just give him some extra cash to have the calling function on a phone, because a phone that can just text isn't that
right.
Especially if you can't actually text. He's treating it still like he can make calls, but it's transforming it into written words that aren't accurate.
Yeah, because he uses speech to text because his eyes aren't that good, so most of the texts are unintelligible.
Is he older than 59?
He said he's 59. He's spry. You'll see. He's got a lot of life in him. He's not like I mean, I don't doubt that he could kick all of our asses.
Oh, really?
I don't think the ninja stuff is too much of an exaggeration.
I'm a black belt, but it took me 2 weeks.
Right.
It was so easy. It was so easy. I just bought it online.
My dad knew someone.
Yeah. Just hung around there for a few hours.
Yeah.
Got enough time in.
Yeah.
Wait, how is this being coordinated? I don't know. Is he just
he's
gonna
gonna
walk
come over.
He said, "I'm going to walk him over."
No, he
said
just said he's gonna come
walk
over, right?
I'll tell him he can come over now.
Yeah.
I keep hearing things I think are
That's
Tony.
Bluetooth, I think. He's just,
Oh,
my
okay.
dog is a little bit whiny right now.
So I think it'd be interesting to get to know more about the man behind all of this. He said that he's moving to Utah soon to start this MMA compound in the wilderness somewhere there.
Why are his eyes going? What's up?
Diabetes.
Oh. Okay.
So also early on, he was telling me that his blood sugar was super high and asked if I had anything green. So I left like a bag of arugula on my front porch and I said, you can come grab it. Back when we thought all the surfaces were.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. So
Now we think the whole virus is a lie.
of course. Yeah.
Wow.
Now our whole thought has shifted pretty drastically.
What was his blood sugar?
He gave me a number. I don't know what the numbers are, so I had to Google it. And then once I did, it said you should be in a coma if you're at that number. So I think he's keeping it in check. But the 11 dogs, yeah. So I mean, like, also he's got a great heart, and like his top priority, like when he asks me if I can pick up dog food, I usually have to add, by the way, do you also need human food?
Aw.
And then if I could use some
Oh.
stuff. So
But so last night was your first time like ordering him a pizza
that was
like
it was a new twist in this all. Yes.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
pretty brutal, huh?
You were getting very frustrated.
You were so mad.
I just didn't think about the fact that like if you can't actually call somebody and you need to clarify something quickly and they can't text except by speaking to text and you're trying to get specifics about what the pizza is and how much
Yeah.
it costs and then you're still on the phone with someone else.
Because the
whole time.
order changed about, I think, 11 or 12
Probably 11
times.
or 12 times in total.
It was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It was. I mean, this woman was so patient. She was just
Yeah,
like, no
she did
problem.
great.
She stayed on the phone that long.
And you just
yeah.
kept saying, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You're like, I'll give you an impression of Andy. He's like, yeah, so yeah, the 2 pizzas, yeah. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. I'm so sorry. This is fuck. Hold on. Okay, now he can't. Now he can't.
I shouldn't have done this.
I shouldn't have done
I
this. Now
shouldn't
he
have
can't do
done
the
this.
$15. Okay, what other deals do you have? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love you. It was like really crazy.
We almost broke up over it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
you
was
and her.
pretty, touch and go for a bit.
We saw some bunnies earlier today out here on
Oh,
the
yeah.
property. Bluetooth is chasing a bunny.
It's chasing like a baby rabbit.
God, Bluetooth is miserable. He is covered in like desert burrs.
I don't know how. Maybe that's why pit bulls are good out here because like short furred animals are easier to keep
He
from getting.
ain't no desert dog. Look
right.
at him.
Yeah.
It's brutal. He's like just covered, and then he's like whining, and then I try to take him off, and he hates it. And
Yeah. That's what you get when a dog is bred to live in the first class section of a plane.
that is his natural habitat.
Yeah. Wait, so what else does Tony talk about? Like, he talks about guns, he talks about shooting. And
Recently, we made a trip into town together, and I think he's probably going to want to talk about issues with our government, which I agree with. Like,
Sure.
it's not like some conspiratorial. Yeah, I think we might not have the best leadership right now for the moment that we're in.
Well,
I don't know.
speak for
What do you
yourself.
guys think about that?
Speak for yourself. This is kind of a bit of a pro-Trump podcast,
Yeah.
personally. Yeah,
Wait, so is he pro-Trump or no?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
he's pro-dump Trump.
Yes.
Oh.
Get rid of Trump.
I was thinking of doing a hashtag to try to really give it to Trump.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Trump the slump or
Ooh,
something. you
like,
know?
if it rhymes, then people are going to say it a
because
lot.
there's just
Yeah.
like I feel like he's the Twitter president, and if we hashtag him to death, he'll leave office.
Yeah.
I just think we could slay him so hard with a tweet or two. Here comes a car.
Yeah, I get one a day.
It's a dirt road. Andy lives on a dirt road, my friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like with roads like these, you can just name them or call them whatever you want. I saw a street sign that said Gold Nugget.
Yep. I'm
Road.
right in your gold nugget. Now people know where to come and murder me, but luckily Tony's going to get my back if
Right.
they do. So good luck.
11 pit bulls. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand 6 pit bulls, but anything beyond that, I don't get.
Can he tell them all apart?
This is all stuff that we should get into if and when he walks down in the next 5 minutes. Okay, he said 4 minutes ago.
He's walking?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
How long of a walk is it?
It is 100 meters between houses.
Okay.
So
How many football fields is
it's
that?
exactly 1.1 football fields.
Okay. I thought it was 100 yards.
Right. So then 100 meters would be like 110
Oh, got
yards.
it. Okay.
The sun is probably setting behind us. It probably looks beautiful
I bet
right
it's
now.
amazing.
It's nice out here. It's just so calm. It is interesting, like being in the city for months during the pandemic. It's like everything is so heightened, and necessarily so. I mean, it's just like there's ambulances all the time. There's helicopters all the time. It just feels like a very intense moment, and it just feels very chill here.
Mm-hmm.
Very chill.
The first few days you're here, it's a huge relief, and then it starts to drive you a little crazy
I'm
if you're
sure.
totally alone. But
I'm sure.
that's why I got Tony. So
Andy has a podcast called Probably Science.
yeah, go check that
where
out.
he talks about science and has a lot of experts on there.
Mostly comedians, but sometimes experts.
Yeah. I did it once years ago.
What's a favorite topic you've talked about?
Gravity waves. That was a big thing. Was that 4 years ago?
What's up with that?
We detected gravity waves for the first time. This thing that Einstein had theorized existed 100 years ago, but couldn't prove, and thought we would never develop the technology to prove that things like black holes orbiting each other would cause ripples in space-time that would propagate throughout the universe. And as they travel through us, they actually stretch and shorten matter, space-time itself. So us, like as these waves would go through us, it would change our shape slightly. But to detect it, you'd have to have this ridiculously sensitive, huge piece of equipment, which we finally built, called LIGO, which is this L-shaped, or a few different L-shaped tunnels that I think are a few miles long.
And when you say
we, is that like humans?
I mean,
Okay.
humans finally built this thing, and it's so precise that it shoots a beam of light down this L-shaped tunnel,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a mirror at a 45-degree angle. And if that actual distance changes as it goes because a gravity wave came through it, then it'll arrive slightly out of sync with the wave it'll arrive slightly out of phase with the signal it's merging with, and that'll be detectable. And it has to be so sensitive, like it detects over that course of like a mile or two, it changes length by less than the width of an atom.
Mm.
Oh,
And they can detect that, and using that a few years ago, they finally confirmed that these gravity waves have been detected as two black holes orbited and then collided into each other.
So what does that mean for us? So like we could look physically like longer, like someone photoshopped us a little bit.
The tiniest, imperceptibly so, but like, yeah, right now there could be some gravity wave.
Are they
coming through
everywhere?
us
Are
that
they
was-
everywhere all the time?
No, they had the machine on for a while, and Tony's here.
Tony's
Yeah.
here.
Tony. How you doing,
Hey, Tony.
What's up?
I'm
Wait,
going to
do we
yield my
need a
time.
third? Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, we're gonna get Tony in here.
Sure.
Brand new.
A mic cover for Tony.
First time using a mic cover. There you go. How are you, Tony? Nice to meet
What's up, Tony?
How you guys doing?
you. All
Squat.
Papa Squat. Tony, what's going on?
What are you guys up to?
Not
Just
much.
chilling
Do
out.
you want to put these on? You can hear better.
And speaking of the mic a little bit, I heard about your.
I got a lot to say.
Yeah?
All right, let's hear it, my friend.
Like, we really think about our government.
Right now? Or
From
forever?
way back from ever.
I mean, I'm
think
not.
It's corrupt. It's built on...
You're correct.
Yeah, am I?
Yes, the biggest thieves in the whole nation is our government.
Yeah?
Think about this. When they go on vacation, we pay for this. They just don't go out and go like to Knott's Berry Farm. They go out to countries, on our expense.
Yeah.
3 million, 2 million. Have you ever looked into the expense on what they pay? And we pay it, not them. There's a lot of money involved in this.
Yeah.
Their kids' education, we pay for that. Everything they have, we pay for that. And why do they have mansions?
Yeah.
Really, if you think about it, do they really need a mansion?
No.
It's like there's so much going on that we don't even know about, and it really gets to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets to us too.
You know what I
Yeah.
like to do?
What?
If I could, I would tell the president to line up all the politicians,
Uh-oh.
all the politicians,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and sign a bill. We'll sign the bill.
Okay.
Chloroform them.
Chloroform him.
Yeah.
So just go
Okay.
to sleep?
No, not chloroform into what's that called?
The death one?
No, that's when you make them tell the truth.
Oh, truth serum?
Truth serum.
Give them truth
Yeah.
serum.
Okay.
Line them all up and give them truth serum. Ask them where our money's at. That's why we're in a deficit, because they spend too much money.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
that?
So that's what you want to ask. Where's our money at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's our money at? Think about that.
Where's our money at?
Even the courthouses in every state and every city. Where's that money go to?
Where's the money at?
You ever thought about that?
Yeah.
not exactly in those terms, no. Huh. It's a good point, It's a good point. You've been political for a long time?
Nah. Last week.
Last week.
Someone started me up. They just started me up.
Wait, what
What
changed?
triggered you?
It was when Trump was talking about all this 9, how he's been doing all this, but he's been doing everything inside the White House, looking outside the window. See, he barely started walking out.
Right.
He did that just for people to say, look, I walked out too. I'm with the people.
Yeah.
See, in order to be the people's president, you have to work with the people.
Right.
You just can't talk about it.
Yeah.
You got to be about it.
Yeah.
And anyone can sign papers on the news, sign papers and make a stack. So what? So what? What is those papers? We don't know what those papers are. He could be signing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we need to see it. What it's going to say he signs, we need to see him do it.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about
Sure.
it.
Sure.
But no one does that.
What do you think he is signing? Like a birthday card or something?
Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
It could be a blank piece of paper or some writing on it and just signs it. You know, who knows
Yeah.
what it is?
Right.
We really don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you have Twitter?
No.
No. Do you ever see Trump's tweets?
Nope.
No.
Oh, another thing too. First 100 days of 100 days of office.
Mm-hmm.
He said he was going to get Hillary Clinton arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know she killed a Navy SEAL, right? She had a Navy SEAL killed.
Really?
You know about that, right?
No.
No.
Do you guys know about that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, there's a lot. Oh, man. How
So
about-
you wait.
okay,
So you wanted her to lock her? You wanted him to
Yes.
lock her up?
the first 100 days, he said he was going to do that.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, he got hush-tush.
Right.
I even put on Facebook, what's the deal here?
Oh, you do a Facebook. Though.
Yeah, I do. What's the deal here? What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
I think the thing about politics is it's just like you just can't like care too much because you're just going to get disappointed, you know? And it's
You know
like you can't pay attention too much about what they promise, what they don't do, because it's just they're never going to do what they say they're going to do.
But you have to remember this.
Yeah.
We're the power.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
we are the votes.
That's
We're
true.
the people.
No, I hear you on that. I mean, I hope that changes, you know?
See, without us, it would be nothing.
Right, right.
They would have no votes.
Yeah, it's true.
They would take a big crap in their pants if everybody voted none of the above.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big
They-
crap.
They would
you're saying.
then they
Big
just
old
crap over themselves and go, what the heck? And they expect to go back in office when nobody votes none of the above.
Sure.
They can't go back to office.
Yeah.
We have to go down there and kick their butts out.
Hmm.
Yeah. Have
Really?
you ever thought about running for office?
No, I never done
Ooh.
No?
I like
No?
that.
Maybe you could combat the evil.
Fix it.
There's a lot of stuff out there that we don't know about that shouldn't people know about.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
There's a lot of things. And people have to open their eyes. See, Americans, all they do now is have their eyes closed, their mouth shut, and their ears shut. No one says nothing.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of protests going on right now.
Yeah, but people say it, but they're not doing it the right way.
Oh, really?
What's
what
the
should they
right
do?
way?
You have to go with the people. Remember, but the people, you have to have, like, how you say, every state, every city, and every country, you have to have people with the minds. People get together,
Every country.
every city and every state.
Yeah.
You have to get together, talk to each other, and represent their city. And when you do that, you can represent the state. All the people get together and have maybe enough people to represent the state.
Sounds like government you're making.
No,
Sounds like you're
I'm-
restarting government.
No, I'm saying that
Representatives and stuff.
if they represent the state and tell what's wrong with their
Yeah.
country,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
wrong with their state.
Sure, sure.
There's a lot of things wrong here.
I hear
Yeah.
you. What are you all about? I hear you like you're into martial arts and stuff.
Oh yeah, I like martial arts.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm into ninjutsu and jujitsu,
Yeah.
kickboxing. Yeah.
How long you been doing that?
Since I was 3.
Whoa.
Whoa. Your
I
parents
think
got you into it or what?
Yeah, I've been all over the place.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
I studied ninjutsu in Japan.
Oh.
I studied taekwondo in Korea.
Mm.
I studied kickboxing in China.
Wow.
And I studied Shaolin Kung Fu in China. And just over here, I have my own art. It's called Chifudo.
Chifudo.
You made it up?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah, what that is like, I do ninjutsu too.
Yeah.
And jujitsu.
Ninjutsu?
And jujitsu.
Mhm.
I learned from the Gracies.
Oh, the Gracies?
Mm.
I don't know.
The Hoist Gracies, they're the ones that invented Ultimate Fighting.
Oh,
Oh.
UFC?
Yeah, UFC. They're
Okay.
the ones that Hoist Gracie, Julio Gracie. Julio Gracie is the founder of it.
Okay. I
He
don't
taught
know.
you?
That's when I first came out. I learned from them.
Whoa.
Mm.
And they're cool people.
Yeah?
Big family. Hoist Gracie is the best person you can ever meet.
Really?
Mm.
What are they all
Good-hearted.
about? What are they all about? Just
They're just
Martial
about
arts.
martial arts. Straight martial arts.
Yeah.
Do you
Is that what you were in Asia for? Yeah.
Yes, yes. I just wanted to learn martial arts.
So you went there for martial arts.
I'm a, how you say, a military brat.
Oh, yeah?
Mhm.
So that's why I
You seem like a
Nice.
brat, you know?
went all over the place. That's why I did what I did.
Okay. How long were you there for?
15 years there,
15
10
years.
years there.
How old were
5
you
years.
when you were there?
Little kid.
A kid?
Little kid.
Okay.
and I learned the culture. That's what I like about it.
Mm-hmm.
You can go anywhere, but once you learn the culture, you really learn the people.
Did you learn the language?
Not really.
Not really.
I mostly like how you say hand signs.
Hand science.
Where in Japan were you?
Oh, I was over. Let me see. I was in Okinawa. That's. I don't remember, to be truthful.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
So they taught the classes in like English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
No?
No, it was you're there and you learn. You pick
Just
up things
the
real quick.
physicality?
Yes.
Okay.
You catch on things real quick.
Yeah.
But there's people there that interpret for you. But they're like, how you say, mean to you. They're very mean to you.
Oh, yeah.
They're not, because you're a round eye. You're not-
round eye?
Yeah, you're not.
That's
you're
not
not
good.
white.
Oh.
And so, how you say things are harder for you.
Sure.
And
You ever
so
think about doing eye surgery, kind of make your eyes less round?
Nah. Nah.
My
I
vape.
just
You just vape?
yeah, just vape a little bit and then my eyes go around there.
Oh, yeah, you just vape a little more.
Yeah, there you go. So how you guys doing today? You guys doing all right?
We're
yeah,
good,
man.
yeah.
We're having a beautiful time in Joshua Tree. It's nice. How long you been out here?
6 years.
6 years.
What brought you here?
My dogs.
Oh, yeah, what's
Whoa.
up with your dogs? Why do you have 11 of them?
Did they
11
like?
Pitbulls. What's that? 'Cause it can't-
Did you mush them here like on a sleigh?
No, I brought them in a van.
In a van?
All in the small little van. I brought them all in a little van from Whittier, California. From Whittier.
Yeah.
Brought them all the way down here and at nighttime.
And then you were like, this is where we live now?
Yeah.
How did that?
Before we had like a small little fence. Small little fence.
Uh-huh.
And I put the dogs in the yard. That didn't work out.
Oh, my God.
The coyotes and the dogs would jump over the fence and chase after the coyotes.
Whoa.
How'd you wind up with 11 dogs?
Well, I had a lot more before.
How many?
How'd you end up?
Actually, I had 24. I had 24 pit bulls.
Did you know their names?
So
Yeah.
then, how'd okay,
Yeah.
so 2 questions. How'd you wind up with 24, and then how'd you wind up with 11?
Yes.
Okay, we're out here, and someone wanted my dogs. I said no, so they poisoned them.
What?
Yep.
Wait, someone poisoned 13 of your dogs?
You poisoned them.
No.
Oh,
I didn't
they
poison
poisoned them.
Yeah, someone poisoned my dogs because I wouldn't give them my dogs.
Who's this? Who?
The person's gone.
The person's gone.
Yeah, moved away, far away.
Far away.
Yeah,
Where?
I don't know.
Japan?
I don't know.
You don't know?
He moved
Interesting.
Oh.
Why did they do that to your dogs?
because the guy wanted the dogs. He wanted the dogs. Well, let me have these dogs. He was talking nonsense.
Did he show up to your house or something?
Yeah, he lived over there across the river.
Oh, so you knew him?
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. That's
People-
tough.
How'd he poison them?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs?
Hot dogs and what's that called? Radiator fluid.
Radiator fluid?
Yeah.
Antifreeze?
Yeah, antifreeze.
Oh man.
Hot dogs and antifreeze?
Yep.
That's my favorite meal.
My mom used to make me that.
Yeah, you just dip the hot dog in there and give it to a dog and
Oh,
Really?
no.
they'll foam up and die.
Jeez.
I hate that.
That sucks.
It's a long, crucial death.
But he only got to like half of them.
Yeah,
How come he didn't go all the way?
because someone wouldn't do it.
Oh, some of the dogs wouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. That's
So how
crazy.
Wow. Okay. So you found out that he did this. Did you go running over to his house?
I don't talk about that.
You don't want to
Okay.
talk about it.
All right.
Okay. Wow.
Huh.
Okay. So your dad was in the military.
Yeah.
What did your mom do?
She's a school teacher.
School teacher. What'd she teach?
She worked at Cal State Fullerton.
Mm.
Then she stopped working at Cal State Fullerton because some of the kids in her neighborhood, she asked them to do something for her. Like, could you read this for me? And she couldn't read, and the people couldn't read. So she goes, what school do you go to? She goes, Wade Middle School. And she goes, you know what she did? She stopped going to Cal State Fullerton and started teaching at Wade Middle School.
Wow. To
Wow.
help those kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then she found out the teachers there were there just for the hours. They
Whoa.
weren't there for teaching.
Yikes.
Have you ever taught?
Martial arts?
Sure, martial arts
Oh,
or
yeah.
or school or anything.
Martial arts, yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't done nothing in a long time because it's going on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you practice a lot at home?
I haven't done nothing in
Really?
a long time. Yeah.
Oh,
I've been lazy.
man.
I've been lazy. I'll be
Aw.
honest.
Yeah.
But when I work out, I work out. But I can teach you how to block real quick though.
Yeah.
I can swing at you. I can give you 5 minutes, and I can swing at you full speed, and you'll block them.
Really?
Want to bet? Want to bet?
I don't know.
I guess so. Why not? What do I have to lose?
No, I could show you real quick. I'm
Okay.
serious.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch.
Show me how to block.
Okay, come on.
I'll put this down.
All right, I'll narrate.
Should I stand up?
Yeah.
All right. Cole's going to learn to block, I guess.
All you're gonna do is this. Okay. Listen. So, see this. See. Relax. Relax. Like this. like this.
Cole's learning.
Like this. Relax. That's all you're doing, okay?
Okay. Pretty cool.
Watch. Okay, stop. No, like this. Come on. I showed you what to do.
You're going hard.
No. We're doing this.
But
No, come on.
you're going around there.
No. Right there.
I blocked it though. You're saying no, but I blocked it.
Don't. All you're doing is this.
Okay.
That's all you're doing.
All right.
See?
You got it.
All right. Cole figured it out. How's it feel?
I feel like I can do anything.
Wow.
Defund the police with my forearms.
No, but all you have to do is. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else is a waste of energy.
Oh yeah.
Just like pressure points.
Oh.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what you hit. Someone's swinging at you, a good arm, bam, hit him right there.
Wow.
That kills that arm.
Yeah.
Or hit him right in here.
Oh. Yep.
Right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just hit the vital points and pressure points.
Yeah.
Everything else is easy.
Do you know where the pressure points are?
I don't
You
want
should
to
show
know.
'em where the
No, I'm
pressure
not
points
interested. I'm not interested. Wow, Tony, that's cool, man.
Are all your pit bulls the same age?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they all from the
Except
same litter?
If it's the mother and father.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that Mamacita?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And,
Mamacita's the mom of all the other ones?
And
Aw.
Papichulo. And Papichulo.
Papa
He's the
Joe?
father of all of them.
Oh,
Hmm.
did they all get along with each other?
I got to rotate them.
Oh, really?
All different. Some go in the front, some go in the back.
Do they live
They
inside?
they can't be together.
Oh,
But they
really?
live inside together?
Yes.
Oh,
They-
wow.
One's in this room, the other one's in the other room, the other's in the living room, the other one's in the other room, the other's in the other room.
Do you have to have like a crazy schedule letting them out and stuff?
Yeah. When it's, I got to get up at 6 in the morning, every morning, sometimes earlier than that. Whenever you hear them, woof, they start barking.
There they are.
No, that's over there.
Oh, okay.
When they start barking, I gotta let them out and go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
And then one at a time. Like one goes in front, one goes in back.
Crazy.
Wow. Oh, I'm just realizing now that my arms are sunburned and that's why
Oh,
they still sting.
I'm sunburned as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt awesome having them like punched and stuff.
Where'd you guys go?
Just the national park.
Oh, I haven't been there. I've been here 6 years and haven't been there.
You've never been
Wow.
into Joshua Tree National Park?
Nope.
Wow.
I've been here 6 years. I've been all over these mountains. I've been all over here. I've been all over here shooting and stuff, but I've never been to the park.
Huh, it's really
Wow.
cool in there.
So is it just you and these dogs?
No, it's a lady named Nancy Clancy.
Nancy Clancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh, what's her deal?
She just kick back, lay back, kick back. She's 78 years old,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and she's cool.
She's cool,
Cool.
huh?
You guys
Look-
dating?
No, she's my friend.
Oh, okay.
She's 78 years old.
All right. Hey.
No,
Hey.
Tony didn't like that.
no, I watch over her, make sure she's okay.
Oh, that's nice.
How do you feel about the virus?
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is it man-made?
You know, I mean, the official story is no, but, you know, who knows?
Can I ask you a question? Do you think they did it to screw Trump up?
No. Who's they? China?
It could be a lot of people.
A lot of people. That's fair. I mean, it's definitely weird, but I will say that.
What I mean by that, not just Trump, America.
But it's
what-
kind of. But I mean, it's worldwide though. You know.
True. That is true.
Yeah. I think that. I mean, look, it's possible that it was designed, but I don't think that the people who designed it anticipated whatever has happened now. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, like I've heard like conspiracy theories that like, you know, the billionaires are behind this and whatever. It's like billionaires, however rich you are, you still want to go to a fucking restaurant. You know what I mean? Like you still want to live in society, you know? Like even if you're the richest person ever, you want to be able to like do stuff, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, they probably
Actually,
can.
they do stuff. No one ever knows what they do.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how rich they are.
Yeah, that's true.
The elites, we don't know about what they really do.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
they're the ones who really run the country.
We watched the Epstein doc. Yeah, we know.
But you've been pretty isolated here, stuck at home.
Boy, have I been isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not worried about the virus from getting it on your sense, because you're just home.
We've been taking the bus. Me and Nancy, we've been taking the bus, a senior citizen bus.
Uh-huh.
Kind of scary.
How often? When's the last time you took the bus?
A couple of weeks ago.
Okay, I'm clear then, because I want to make sure for my sake, you know, you haven't
Oh
been on
no,
the bus.
I wear a mask.
Oh, you wear mask. You mask up.
Oh, I have to.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't trust that crap.
Yeah.
You trust us though, huh?
Well, we're okay. We're far away. You know, we're okay.
Well, not that far, but
We just fought.
yeah, that's
Yeah, we're
true.
okay.
You guys are blood brothers.
We just got in a kerfuffle.
But you got to practice the hand more.
Yeah, you need to practice the hand more.
Once you
Okay.
practice the hand more, then you can get the block down.
Okay.
I can
I'll-
swing at you. See, you're starting to get,
Yeah.
you're starting to get at the end.
That's where I want to get at, to where you're swinging at me.
Yeah,
I want that
Yeah.
too.
yeah. You're starting to get it. At the
Yeah.
end.
So, what did martial arts teach you about life?
Don't take no shit from nobody.
Hmm.
Have you ever applied it on somebody?
Come on. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh on that one. That's a
Okay.
funny joke.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
When I was young, I
Oh,
used
oh.
to fight a lot.
Over what?
Name it.
Well, I'm asking. What
No,
did
I
you?
was, I was like
Dinner? Girls?
No, a lot.
Really?
Girls are the worst. They get you in trouble. You won't even be looking for trouble. I'm serious. And just what they wear and how they act, and
Wait,
they
what?
get you
Yeah.
in trouble. You know what I mean? They
What do you
get you
mean?
in trouble.
How'd you
Wait,
get in trouble?
So because of what they wear and because
Things
of how
that
they act,
do,
it
how
makes.
they act, they flirt.
Yeah.
Next, you know what? They want to take your date. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They're acting stupid with you.
yeah. So you got in trouble because like you tried to fight someone who trying to get a girl or something?
No, I wouldn't get in a fight because they're trying to pick up on my girlfriend and pissing me off.
Oh, stuff like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. I don't fight just to fight like that.
No, I understand. So let's just say some guy comes at you, and he's like, "Yo, I'm trying to pick up your girl." What's your first move against him, martial arts style?
I'll punch him in the sternum, kick him in the nuts.
Punch him in the sternum, kick him in the nuts.
Yeah,
Is that a martial art? Kicking in the nuts?
you do what you want. motherfucker.
Oh, okay. So just
There's
kind of
no
a,
rules.
No
Kick
rules.
the person's ass.
It's
So it's called martial arts, but in reality, it's just lawless.
Do what you want. You
Okay.
get away with it. You know what
All right. Yeah.
I mean? You like that?
Well, it's just funny to talk about how you've been to every country studying martial arts for years and years, and I go, "What do? You go, you kick him in the nuts." It's like, that's what it all boils down to.
It's quick.
It's quick. So you just had to learn that in multiple languages.
No, it's quicker that way.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
quicker that way.
Have you ever been kicked in the nuts?
Multiple times.
Multiple times by men or women?
Both.
Both.
Kids too.
Kids.
Kids?
Okay.
You've been kicked in the nuts by kids.
They're the ones that surprise you.
Wait, under what circumstances
You could be
can-
talking. You could be talking to somebody. You could be talking to somebody, and a child will walk up to you and kick you right in the nuts. You don't even see it. You're just
Wait, under what circumstances were you
when
kicked
did that
in the
happen?
nuts?
just talking.
Just
talking.
talking.
Just talking.
What do you mean by that?
There's kids that just go up to you and just there's kids out there that are
Okay.
mean little kids
Where were you when this happened?
in LA
Doing what?
talking
What?
at a barbecue.
Outside?
At a
Outside
barbecue.
of a barbecue.
Okay.
And the kids do martial arts, and they're all playing around, kicking around with their pads, the feet pads on,
Yeah.
going around punching and kicking,
Okay.
doing their little tournaments there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't pay attention to them, I guess they kick you.
Wow.
Because I was talking to somebody, and all of a sudden, bam, I'm being kicked.
Wow.
What did you do?
What could you do?
I guess you're right.
You try to kind of push your nuts down and kind of take a deep breath.
Yeah.
You just breathe
Wow.
through it, huh?
So you've had girlfriends before. When's the last girlfriend you've had? Or do you have one now?
No, my last girlfriend, I lost my family in home invasion.
Oh, no. I'm so
In
sorry.
Seattle.
In
Yeah.
Seattle?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Like,
I lost,
you had
I
children?
lost three daughters and my wife.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
Sorry to hear that,
I had an
Tony.
012.
Oh, 12.
012.
And I've been single ever since, and it screwed me up, and I can't be with nobody.
Yeah, I
Wow.
can understand that.
Wow.
Brutal.
Over a home invasion.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, now you're back here in the desert, huh?
Yep. This is quiet. I like it out here. It's quiet.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
It's quiet, and the only noise you make is your animals or yourself.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing you hear is you hear your animals, maybe the dogs,
Hmm.
Yeah.
or yourself.
What noises do you make?
It depends
Oh,
if I'm drinking or if I'm smoking.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being
Give
real.
us a drinking noise.
A drinking noise?
Yeah.
No, I don't drink like that. I don't get all crazy and stuff.
All right, give us a smoking noise.
I think that's it right
Yeah.
there.
That's it right there.
That's the laugh.
Yep. Just having a good time.
Yeah.
Word.
So any plans? Any big plans coming up?
Hopefully, if everything goes well, I'm going to Utah.
Utah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's in Utah?
House.
House.
I want to get a house out there.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's a little house. It's pretty nice though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Would you move with Nancy Clancy?
She's gonna move to Las Vegas.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's up there?
Her sister
Mm.
on Henderson.
Mm.
Okay.
Man, they got it made out there.
Oh, really? How
Yeah.
so?
The Clancy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like their houses are unreal out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Who
Very
are the
nice.
Clancys?
Nancy?
Nancy Clancy, Tom
Nancy
Clancy.
Tom Clancy, like the author?
I don't know. His name is Tom Clancy. That's her husband.
Oh, interesting.
Whoa.
Crazy.
I know the Clancy's. I can't say it's Tom because I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Crazy.
Wait, you said if his name is Tom Clancy, that's her husband? Do you know her? Her husband's name is Tom Clancy?
Yes.
But it's different, maybe different Tom.
It's a different Clancy. It's not the same.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cool though.
Because if it was, we would not be right there.
Yeah.
We wouldn't. We'd be, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You'd be out
And we
there.
wouldn't have a car. We have 3 cars. It don't
Yeah.
work. I got a Jeep.
Oh man.
Both my axles are broken.
Damn.
And I have a BMW. The tags on it are so bad. It's bad.
The tags are bad?
Yeah.
Just old, you mean?
So bad.
So old, so bad.
And I have a BMW station wagon. My friend just gave it to me. I put it all together, fix it all up. Now it won't pass smog.
Oh
Ain't that a
no.
bitch?
man.
Yeah.
So you're like a car guy. You know how to fix cars and stuff.
Hell no.
You said you fixed it all up.
My friends did.
Oh, your friends did.
Yeah. The way I fixed it all up is pay the money.
Yeah, I get it. I get
Yeah.
it.
And
Yeah.
they fixed it for me.
How was that pizza last night?
Oh, that pizza was good.
Yeah.
Didn't have a chance.
Didn't have a chance.
Pizza didn't have a chance.
Pizza
I
didn't have a chance.
Wow.
What do you do for fun?
hit my bag.
Hit your bag.
Yeah.
Work out.
Yeah. No, just hit my bag.
Mm.
Hitting the bag and working out is 2 different things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's hitting the bag? Just hitting the bag?
No,
You don't break a sweat.
you get your aggression out.
You ever kick the bag in the nuts?
I need the bag.
You
Okay,
need the bag.
you need the bag.
You know what? That's people. They just hit a bag, like punch a bag.
Uh-huh.
What a waste of time.
Oh, really?
You have to use your elbows. You have to use your knees.
Oh, you got to use it all.
Yeah.
Seriously, think about this.
I'm
Back
thinking.
and forth. You grab onto the bag, the side of the bag, hit it with both your knees. Boom, 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 with both your knees at the same. Just keep on doing it. Don't stop. Then use your elbows.
Mm.
Then use your knee. Then use your elbow. Use your knee. Use your elbow. Just don't punch a bag.
Yeah.
Anyone can do that.
Noted.
Noted. You got to show that bag what's up.
I just wanted to say hi to you guys.
Yeah.
We loved
thank
it,
you.
man.
We
Any
loved it.
parting wisdom or final thoughts?
Knowledge is power, and power is knowledge.
Power.
Mm.
Okay.
Power is knowledge. All right.
Wow.
And share it with everybody.
Yeah.
I just had an idea, by the way.
Go ahead.
Get this. You're in Washington, D.C. You got all the politicians lined up. They all just got truth serum. After they all tell you what you need to know, you
Punch
just
them
go
in
down
the
the line,
nuts.
kick each one in the nuts.
No.
No? Why not?
You don't do that.
Why not? They're crooks.
You don't do that.
Kick them in the nuts.
This is what I like to do.
Okay.
Let me
Okay.
tell you.
All right.
I would like to dig a prison 500 feet down,
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds
Underground
darker than the
prison.
nuts thing.
take them my law. They have no law.
Okay. Like martial arts.
They have to learn. They have to earn their blankets. They have to earn their clothes.
Whoa.
And let me get down. And if they get smart with me, it's a triple penetration.
Triple penetration?
Yes.
What's that mean?
What does that mean?
Can I say what I want to say?
Yeah.
Please.
If they're going to jack off 2 guys, and you're sucking off one, taking a dick in the ass, and another person around them ramming them. So they have 2 dicks in their ass, and they're jacking off 2 people and sucking one off.
Whoa.
So you're going to create an underground sex prison for all the politicians?
It might be a sex. Keep in mind, it may be a sex paradise because they might love
That's true,
that.
actually.
Actually, this is going to be Hotel California. You can check in, but you can't check out.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you were going to say that kicking them in the nuts was too harsh, but it was not harsh enough.
No, that's nothing. That is nothing.
Instead, you'd rather have their nuts pleasured.
Right.
Oh, I don't know about being pleasured, being rammed in the fucking ass.
So who
Well,
full speed.
but if they're jerking off another guy, then that guy's getting
are
pleasure.
those guys people who work for you?
No, these guys
Those
are
guys-
long dick motherfuckers.
Do they
I'm
work?
talking 15 inches. I'm
Oh,
talking
so
14
they're
inches.
not politicians.
They work for
No,
you, right?
They're just
No.
guys with long dicks that you found
just-
and bring them to the
They're
underground.
the prison
layer.
guards.
They're
They're the
guards.
prison- so you hire guards with huge dicks
Yeah, they're prison guards.
to guard
They're
the,
on break.
the underground prison.
They're on break.
Okay,
That's their break.
that's their
That's their
break.
break.
Yeah.
So they're gay too because they like it.
All the prison guards are going to ram everybody there.
Okay, and so they're gay.
They're not gay. They're just doing their job.
They're just
This is cool, man. What would you call this prison?
Hotel California.
Hotel California.
all right.
I like it.
Yeah, legally, I think that's fine. All
I
right.
like
Well,
that.
I
So
think that's
yeah, that's good. You feel like that'll solve a lot of stuff with the government?
boy, will it change things.
I bet it would change at least
The way they
something.
walk.
Yeah, the way they
The way
walk
they
at the
talk.
very least.
Yeah.
Awesome, Tony. Well, hey, thanks for chatting with us, man. It was such a
Yeah.
pleasure.
No problem.
It was
You
an
know what? We
honor.
pay all our guests $1. We haven't paid a guest $1 in a very long time.
Oh,
I'll make it
yeah.
$1.
Hey,
$1 and a sticker.
yeah,
For Tony.
take
You know,
that.
Andy, we gotta pay you too. Actually. A big part of our show is paying our guests. There's $1 and a
There you
sticker
go.
for
I
both
don't
of you.
know if the camera can see anything right now, but
Thank you guys for watching.
This has been Podcast But Outside.
Special Tony edition.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey.
What an end to the episode, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so many people have such, problems with politics and with the political process and politicians, but no one's out there actually offering real change.
Yeah, no one's given step-by-step tutorials on how to change somebody.
We need practical solutions to fix the muck in Washington, and our boy Tony offered one. It's just a nice little hotel called the Hotel California.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you'd like to hear more
If
about
you'd like
our
to come, if you'd like to
thoughts-
check in at the hotel.
If you'd like to check in at the hotel or hear more of our thoughts, we have a tier on Patreon.
Patreon.
It's $10, and we sort of give an inside scoop on our thoughts that we can't really not publicly.
We
but-
give the inside scoop on different guests that we've had, and we have shared some behind the scenes bonus footage that never made it to air that paints people in weird lights, and we also have just described some of the strange interactions we've had with people after the show and stuff like that. So we're gonna do one on Tony because some stuff happened that was not filmed here that we'd like to talk about.
Mm-hmm. And also we'd like to discuss sort of in depth.
I'm on Cole's shoulder.
Okay.
You know how you can say give someone the cold shoulder? You're giving me the Cole shoulder.
I am, because I was trying to tell them. Well, now I forgot. So
We have lots of bonus stuff on Patreon. So if you support us there, it really helps us make this show. And we have bonus awesome episodes and interviews. And we're going to do a thing this week. We're going to do a Zoom Patreon episode with just all the Patreon heads are going to join up on Zoom. And we'll interview them, and it'll just come out on Patreon. So if you want to join that community, a lot of fun people, go to patreon.com/podcastbutoutside.
Yeah, Zoom with us.
Zoom.
Zoom.
Mazda.
Is that their thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any
Well,
other thoughts, Cole?
No, hope to see you on Patreon.
You want to hang out?
Right now?
Yeah.
I gotta. Oh, hello? Yeah.
Your phone? But it's not ringing.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there.
It's podcast but outside. Coming to your screen or audio device.
That's what you get when a dog is bred to live in the first class section of a plane.